Hi guys, how you doing? So this is, I believe, is episode 4. This is going to be the final episode. I want to thank you for watching, and I want to thank you for getting to this part of the video, this part of the series, if you can. Honestly, do you know what? I actually wasn't expecting half of this. And I know when I was tuning into him this morning, I said, I like to know, because he knows I'm a bit of a control freak. How is it going to progress? He actually said, trust it, because there's so much with Jimmy. And I was like, I'm trying to process what I'm going to say, what I'm not going to say. And he says, trust it, I'll guide it. And I think he's done it beautifully, because I actually couldn't have weaved all this in. Some of the stuff that's come up has been amazing. I hope it's been of help. I did not want to channel, and I'm not going to keep holding up the picture because that's gone. That's now buried. It's gone. It's transmuted. I didn't want to channel the soul that played the role as Jimmy, because I was into, because it brings in such darkness, and I'm glad I did, because actually I've learned so much from this week I've spent with him. I've learned so much from reading the book, and I've learned so much from this video. And I want to say that these videos come from my heart to your heart. There is no intention of controversy. There's no intention of darkness. I don't want it to become a tool of darkness, which is why I'm not going to put him in the title. I'm not going to put it, because if I put the name in the title, it will attract certain people in, and I can't actually deal with that, with the darkness that comes in. And I'm not going to put his picture out there also as well. I don't want it to become a trigger for people that are going through their own stuff, because actually that was one of the roles he signed up for as a soul contract. I think soul contracts, I think I've covered it. He was here to show us something. He was here to show us the darkness. He was here to show us our own darkness. He was here to show us the collective darkness. He was here to show us that we can become the most darkest, deepest, dangerous, devilish character and still have redemption. And I think many people need to hear that. No matter what you've done, no matter what your addictions, what your pain, your foibles, your neuroses, your whatever you look like, that you are a beautiful gift to this planet. And if you're sat there, you think, Claire, I've been an abuser. You may have been a verbal abuser, a physical abuser. You may have been done the other. I'm trying not to mention certain words over and over again. Okay, you know why? The abuser of the which he was abuser of. Know that there is help, and there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that we've got to stop these energies of karma, and karma's a bitch, and going straight to heaven. I actually watched somebody, a clairvoyant, a few months ago, do a video on him. Not like I'm not channeling, just talking about it. It was all about devil and hell, and I just thought, say, come on. And this person's a lot older than me as well. They should have a lot more Celt in the belt. You know what I mean? Celt in the belt. That's not one of mine, probably one of his, as in. And much more experience under the belt is what I meant. And we've got to stop that. You're going this, you're doing that, because otherwise we'll have another character like him come along. If not that we've got more characters that are yet to resurface. Get healing. Get help. Feed that light within you. We are in such beautiful times right now. We have got healers popping up all over the place. We've got therapists popping up. We've got people that are sat right now in schools, in colleges, in universities, that are going to be very different. And people that are already in these establishments, younger people, even older people with wise head on their shoulders and love on their shoulders and love in their heart, that can help people. And I know this for a fact, that if you put out to the universe for the right healer, the right therapist, the right police officer, it appears, and they appear. You've got to want to heal, whether you're the abuser, whether you're the abused, whether we've all got dark within us. We've all done it all. We've all been something like this in our lifetime. It's just many people don't want to look at it, and they'd rather shove their shit at it. Shit spreader that you talked about. Before I go, also, what I want to talk about is when I went to his Scottish cottage. I'm not going to say the name of it. Well, his Glencoe cottage. And it's just been abused. It's disgraceful. Bear with me. that does not heal. Going to a place like that and doing what they've done to it, they've smashed it up, they've graffitied it, they've done all kinds of stuff to it. Apparently they've even urinated in it, they've shit in it apparently, so I'm hearing from Jimmy, and they've puked up, they've done there's all kinds of stuff that's gone on there. All that does is cause that portal to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I would advise anyone that lives in that area that is of highest of good, that is of light. I'm not going to I was going to get controversial. I'm not going to, because I have my own theories why nothing's being done with that house. But be good, right? Be good. A tear in my eye then. How you heal something like that, how you heal a house like that is, well, if somebody came to me now and said, Claire, this, because actually it's been bought by somebody else, it's an issue, what do I do with it? I'd say you need to knock it down. Because it's been taken to such a dark place, not just by what happened there, but actually by what's happened since. Because what happens is a dark portal opens up, and a dark portal can open up with any dark deed, just like a light portal can open up with any light deed. And as a healer, you'd go and you try and close the dark portal. In most cases, you can. But what happens is if the dark portal is left, and what happens is if more darkness is thrown at it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I actually think that people in Glencoe need to bear that in mind, because I actually was very uncomfortable up there. Very uncomfortable. Beautiful scenery, majestic scenery, but around that, and the thing is, portals get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think this is also us teaching us to connect back to the land, to connect back to the mother. And it wouldn't surprise me if there isn't some freaky weather that starts happening up in Glencoe, because my friends in Scotland, let me know if I'm on the right track here with weather up in Glencoe, because I don't know about the weather in Glencoe, if it's already starting. But my feeling is, also as well with other stuff that's happened at Glencoe, like the Glencoe massacre and stuff, she has to claim back her earth as Mother Earth. She has to claim back her earth, and she has to find ways to do that. And if us as humans are not capable or educated enough to go and look after the planet, and look after even the deepest, darkest corners of our planet, and go there to heal it, I would recommend now that nobody goes there to heal it. It needs to be left to the elements. Honestly, if somebody came to me now and said, would you do it? I'd say no. I'd say what you do is you knock it down, you get all the debris, you take it away, and you just leave it. You leave it flat, and you let the elements, wind, water, maybe even fire, come in, and it burns it away, clears it away, thunder, etc., and time. And then you get somebody in, myself or whatever, and then you clean it. And then you start to build up that land again. But to be quite honest, it's that dark, that piece of land, because of what's been happening since. It's a big job. So again, it's about us being responsible citizens for the land, and being responsible that when the dark comes up in our world, be it this, be it something else, rather than throwing more muck at it and throwing more pain at it and more darkness at it, we actually throw love at it. We love bomb it. The divine in me sees the divine in you, and that's how you heal the world. Pull some more. I'll pull one more card, couple more cards for a way forward. Jimmy, parting message, please. Parting message to those watching. I thought you'd never ask. Why are you laughing with him? Because what else is there to do? Be a bitch. Let's create more darkness. That was a thing about me talking a lot as well. Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. That's his parting message. You are rising up. You choose to rise or you choose to sink. Sirius star blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen and push through. I have a feeling he's from the planet Sirian. There's some Sirian energy there with him. A lot of controversial figures come from Sirius. We've all come from different planets. We've all come from different species of galactic as well. We've got it again. When you say they're reptilian, you don't realise that you are as well. You've got the fragment within you. Everyone is made up of everything. So anyway, keep out of that one. Sirius star blessings, my friends. Sirius star blessings. It feels very Sirian. There's Sirius playing a big part in his healing. I'm going to go research a bit of Sirian after this, actually. Sirius star blessings, my friends. Sirius star blessings. Is he sorry? Sorry is a weird word because actually we needed that experience and many people needed that experience. So for someone to say I'm sorry is actually an act of weakness. I'm sorry. In this book, he talks about Shaman Durek talks about forgiveness. And she bookmarked it as well. Well, he says, forgiveness. And in this, I mean, there's a big piece he does on it. And he says, people say, I forgive you, and then they can't let it go. It's not forgiveness. Oh, I don't need to read it. I read it before I came on. It's not forgiveness that we need to work on. It's acceptance. And this isn't acceptance as, oh, well, what can we do? It's Jimmy. What can we do? Oh, well, I'm a victim. That's not the acceptance. The acceptance that we go into, right, it's happened. Draw a line under it. Learn about it. Heal it, accept it's happened, because we can cry, we can stomp, we can smash his windows, we can self-mutilate, we can do anything, but that doesn't stop the fact it's happened. And this is into your life as well with all your traumas. Accept it's happened and then build back up. The Mercury, build back up, shine bright. If you stay down here in, oh well, or anger, you're not going to be able to do this. It's so important. Should we give him a card from here? Happiness. 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 He cut himself off from happiness. The sun of life. The wanderer. There's light within everybody. Happiness, happiness, feelings. I read in that book, he didn't like feelings, he didn't do love, he didn't do... He says he didn't, but actually, you cannot actually eradicate feelings. Be humble. Be brave. Embrace happiness. Embrace all emotions that come up, because he tried to push emotion down. Embrace it, sit with it, learn from it, release it. How do I do it? That's your path. There's ways you can do it. We've got therapists, we've got healers, we've got meditations, we've got journey, we've got life, we've got skills, you've got higher selves, you've got guides, everyone's got guides. Your last parting card, Jimmy, out of this little deck before we close it down. He's actually saying that that is the last incarnation where he's all dark. Where he's all dark. Should we see if we can see a future incarnation or a present incarnation? He's not going back into the spotlight. Or he is. But in a different way. He's saying he's already got incarnations ongoing. We all have incarnations ongoing. And they're all doing the work diligently. I mean, this is another video that I need to go into about how this works. And he said the focus where Jimmy's now, what in the healing that he's doing with planet Sirius. He's loving Sirius. Sirius energy. Sirius. He says we need to focus on something about incarnations. It's not about his future incarnations, it's about where he is now. It's about something he's doing now. Just to give you a minute. Celestial of Earth, body, wisdom. Earth of fire, unfolding path. He's actually helping a lot behind the scenes with a lot, yeah. He says he's like a 007 agent at the minute, where energetically and in other incarnations that he's got, he's very busy. He's very busy working. He's very busy highlighting. He's very busy unearthing. He's very busy learning about his own self. He's very busy about... You've seen a lot of the victims when he passed worried that he doesn't visit the victims. He says he wouldn't dream of visiting the victims. Their own guides visit. He said it would be inappropriate. And if any victims are watching, he doesn't visit. He said he watches out for, but he doesn't go into that. He says it's important that he doesn't go back into that energy of he just can't. And actually he said it's between them, their higher self and their own stuff. He's focusing on his own stuff, but he's focusing on just of service, of a different recovery, doing stuff within his family line. There's a possibility he actually has a future incarnation in his family line, and he's going to come in with a different cloak of wisdom, and he's going to come in with a different meat suit, obviously. And he said actually one of the roles in that life as Jimmy was to come in and blow that family line to pieces, because he said, mark my words, he says a lot of them actually can't hold their head up in public at the minute because of it. He said actually the character of Jimmy has actually suppressed them. They whilst he was alive, they were all, but it's actually kept them suppressed. Interesting energy. So I could go on forever with this, but I can't because time's knocking on. So closing it down, there is a video I've got which I'll put beneath in the description, where I'll put the soul contracts video in so you can watch that and make sense of that, because I can't keep waffling on in these videos. And I will put a video beneath as well when I did Reiki for people of surviving trauma and abuse of a certain nature. And it's just where I'm sat like that on camera, and you can watch it as much as you want. You can watch it and play your music. But I would recommend you doing that if you want. That could be your first step, to sit and watch it. There's all kinds of ASMR stuff on there, or not on my channel, but on other channels. But I also recommend you get healing. And this isn't a thing for me. It's either me or you've got so many healers out there. Get your power back. And now we're going to close it down. And he's just walking back through. There's Michael there. Michael's been watching over this as well. And it's funny because there's two Michaels, because Michael can be in, all the archangels can be in more places than once. And there's two angels, two Michaels, and basically they've lifted one's lifted one wing up and the other's lifted, and it's like they're in, and there's a message in that, and that may trigger someone. And if it triggers you, then maybe there is a lot of work for you to do. If you triggered the fact that an angel would put its wing around somebody that committed great acts of whatever. And I'm just getting the word, there is always hope. He's actually saying he's sorry to those that believed in him and then were upset at what came up. He says sorry is a difficult word, because actually we've got soul contracts, and actually, yes, again, I'm going to say it, you put your hand up to experience certain things in life. I did when I was abused, when I went through my attack. It was a soul contract. And if he tells us, I'm sorry for that, it's not that he's not sorry. It's not that there is no need to be sorry. Because this is about sovereignty and it's about empowerment. And if that triggers you, then my God, you need to get the work done, because there is a whole host of us now that are ready for this and are ready for this teaching to go deeper. So he's going through the door, the clouds. We're closing up. And it's finished. We'll spray a bit of Michael. I do like these sprays. They're actually good too. Again, Angelic Celestial Colours, she does a whole host of sprays for different things. So just bringing communication, safety. And if you want this, I'm not an affiliate or anything like that, but I like to share tools that help me and help me in my work, help me in my own practice. There is actually an ancestor spray as well. And that was funny because when I sat down, he actually asked me to put that on, and I was like, well, you didn't want to talk about your family, Jimmy. He says, will you wait? I think he's talked about a few things there that I probably wouldn't want it to talk about if I'd have known. Thank you for watching. Comments are going to be a bit different. I think there's a thing on YouTube where you put your comment and it comes to me before I then put it on, rather than you put it and it goes on and it's live. It's not because I don't trust people. It's just outsiders, and I need to keep this as positive as I can with the topic. Thank you for watching. If you've got any questions, keep it high vibrational. Keep it of a form of enlightenment with love and kindness. This isn't about do you know, did you know, they did, they said. We don't need the history of Jimmy, of JS. We don't need that, we know it. We get that as well in the comments, people giving the history of something, and we don't need it. We just need love and light and kindness. We're going to do the emoji thing. So what emoji shall we use for this? So I know that you've got to the end of 4 videos. I want you to do the emoji of a blue heart, a blue Syrian heart, with the intention of just sending love out to this situation, to just love that anyone needs it. Okay? So blue heart, sending love. And let me know. Just let's send, pulsate it. Thanks for watching. That's it. Bye for, did you used to say something like that? Bye for now, folks. Something like that. Oof. Anyway, channeling's a weird thing. Anyway, bye for now. And I will see you in the next one. Keep it high vibe, keep it light, keep it positive in the comments. Okay? And actually, my subscribers do. It's just the outsiders coming in. Or anyway, thanks for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you all later. Love to all. Bye.